The story of ESP, like many, started with a dream in a garage and a man who believed in building things the right way.
I always liked mechanical things, and then I went to work for Texas Instruments. I was very young and was just running production parts. I always wanted to do better than somebody else did. Work through lunch, work through my breaks, make that happen. I worked there for 10 years, and basically I worked in the tool and die shop. I supplied parts and pieces and assemblies for the gentlemen that they were called tool makers at that time.
He had a garage shop in Dallas while he worked at Texas Instruments, kind of a side gig, doing work for small companies around town. And then he left to start, Sather's Precision Machining, later became SPM Technology.
One day he was just like, I'm gonna do it, and started working in his garage. Building up from a garage to what we are now is just incredible to me.
And I used to play in the garage while he worked, building what I thought was a robot. And it was just his way of letting me put things together, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, take things apart. And it was just an exposure to what is in a shop, what's around. Probably some of my earliest memories. I think the exposure over time put me in a position to naturally be in manufacturing because I knew more about it than anything else. But when I left and went to school and got a degree in business, when I came out of school, of course I needed a place to work, so I brought what I learned at school to the company. After about 4 years, I realized there was a bigger calling. I wanted to do it different. I wanted to try things on myself and see what I could accomplish. I lived in one bedroom, and next door was the spare bedroom, and my office manager drove 40 miles every day to our little tiny office. And 6 months later, we rented our first space off Yeager Lane to support Samsung, Austin Semiconductor. And then from there, we just kept growing. We moved ESP to Georgetown, probably about 2010, and brought its whole crew and all of its customer base here, and we worked in sync with SPM Technology shop. We decided about 4 years ago it was time to bring everything back together and blend the two companies and make it one.
From local shop to global partner, ESP has evolved while staying grounded in quality, craftsmanship, and family.
We continue to grow and expand. We are entering industries that we historically have not been involved in. We've been a heavily semiconductor with small amounts of oil and gas and energy. Now we're moving into aerospace. We're AS9100 certified to do aerospace work, and we're starting to grow outside of our core industry that we've served for 50 years. My son works here now. He's 21 years old. He's in the quality department. And that feels good to see a next generation show interest in manufacturing.
I've now started working here in the quality department, measuring parts and using CMM machines and optical comparators. We are very high in attention to detail, even smaller than a hair. And also we're trying to expand on our technologies and grow to get even more precise.
We're more committed than ever to our customers, but we realize that the true path to success is internal. It's with your people, and being a team that all moves in one direction together consistently is a guaranteed way to take care of your customer. They just keep coming back for decades. We're still doing work with many of the companies and some of the customers that my dad was doing business with decades ago. They're still some of our core customers. Even Texas Instruments in Dallas is one of our largest customers, and that's where my dad was a machinist in the 60s and 70s.
3 generations, one shared mission: to solve problems, push boundaries, and deliver with precision. ESP Spares. Family built, precision driven, future ready.